Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you noticed that I don't have as much white hair, and therefore indeed I'm not Yves Perreal. Don't thank you myself. I am Stefanos Gorgos from UNIFED, the European Rail Industry, and I will be replacing Yves Perreal, who unfortunately couldn't be with us here today for that. And I will give you some insights on the fourth innovation program of Shift to Rail, focusing a bit more on the digital aspects. So the first slide is just to say that IP4 is not a new story. It has been presented in previous editions of ICT for Railways, and started about 4 years ago. And hopefully not everything will be totally new in what I will be presenting today, and therefore I will try to be as quick as possible. So IP4 in a nutshell, it's trying to define a new seamless experience, putting the user at the center, and essentially offering a door-to-door travel across Europe, across modes, and across different services. The digital aspects of this are circled around this technical enabler, the interoperability framework, which provides all the prerequisites for interoperability, whilst limiting the impacts on the existing system. So it's not trying to invent a completely different framework that companies have to adapt to, but it's trying to make use of what's already out there to provide knowledge of the different services to the end users. And to analyze all this generated data in order to have over the here you can see the overall architecture. It might be a bit difficult to read. But essentially everything started with the IT2A project, which is a so-called lighthouse project. Right before the Shift to Rail joint undertaking was operational, so it was meant to kickstart the activities of all the different so-called technology demonstrators. There are in total 6 of them in IT4. One focusing on this interoperability framework I mentioned, one focusing on shopping, booking and ticketing, trip tracker, travel companion, and business analytics. So in this slide you can see which of the IP4 projects are relevant for those technology administrators. I probably won't detail all of them, but just to mention that there is for the interoperability framework and the business analytics, which is the focus of the presentation, a project that's currently running for the members called Connective, and another one for the non-members called Sprint. And there were 2 others starting so far that have been finalized already. So what is this interoperability framework based on? Essentially on the concept of semantic interoperability, meaning the ability to automate the conversion across the different data representations of common concepts of a given domain. It's a bit complicated, but essentially what it means is we need eventually a reference ontology approach described in machine-readable logic statements, which in the end are independent on how the different specific data is represented. And then these data representations are annotated with terms of ontology in order to associate the data structures to their representation. So here you can see in this slide the benefits of the interoperability framework, hopefully. You can see on the left-hand side what it would be without interoperability framework in the sense of having all the different components of shopping, computing, and trip tracker that don't speak to each other, and therefore each transport service provider needs to know the endpoints, communication protocols, and services provided. Whereas with the interoperability framework, all this will be essentially aggregated and giving the operators and the TSPs the opportunity to have all the heterogeneous systems interoperating without changing their data or structures. The other aspect is business analytics. So the way that this is supposed to work is a two-way approach. So not only TSPs and operators providing data to end users about punctuality, service quality, and mode, but also the user sharing data with the TSPs and operators, so things like information about crowded stations, favorite destinations, etc. So the feedback is twofold. And of course, taking into account the GDPR regulations, so data protection is an element that the projects are looking into with that respect. Just to say here that there's three different types of business analytics: the descriptive, the predictive, and the prescriptive. In terms of the descriptive, it's essentially answering what has happened. The predictive one is more about what could happen, making use of statistical models and forecast techniques. And the prescriptive one is focusing on what should we do. So using optimization and simulation algorithms to apply some possible outcomes. Here in this slide, what Yves wanted to say is that the IP4 approach originally was not built with mobility as a service in mind. His main priority was to connect long distance air and rail throughout Europe, and not worrying so much about the urban ecosystem, but as you will see, this doesn't mean that the features that are being developed are not easily adaptable to the mobility as a service context. The approach is not limited to any specific business model, so this flexibility allows for mobility as a service also to be covered, and this is what's being done in two projects, so Shift-to-Rail, Massive, and Shift-to-Mass, which are currently running. So this is the last slide. It was quite fast. Essentially to explain that the goal is to be able at Trans 2020 to demonstrate the benefits like before. So there is currently 3 demonstration sites that the Sistemas project is investigating in Lisbon, Malaga, and Central East Corridor. And hopefully by Trans 2020 we'll be able to show some of the before features and I don't know exactly what they plan on doing, but it should be hopefully exciting. So, this is it from my side. I hope I presented the messages that they wanted, but if you have any questions, I'll try to answer those.
It's an interesting view, at least, of how railway would fit in an interoperable mobility framework. And it will also be interesting to add that urban seamless last mile security. So as a traveler, I think we should. Okay. Any more questions? Okay, then we can go on.